Is there already a crack in the Mahagathbandhan? We'll get you the latest from Bihar. Not just that, a massive raid that is now being carried out down south in the state of Kerala. A big jewellery giant is now under the scanner, that too for Havala transactions worth 3,000 crore rupees. All this and much more on this edition of This Is Exclusive. But up first, let's take a look at the headlines first. RJD MLA makes the big claim, says Tejaswi Yadav to be the Chief Minister in March this year. It's a Republic Super Exclusive where an insider reveals the functioning of the feedback unit of the Aam Aadmi Party. Supreme Court refuses to put any stay on Election Commission's order on Shiv Sena. Two weeks' time given to respond, but party name and symbol to stay with Eknath Shinde.
Modi has several times said, I am the only man who can face the country. You are elected by people and people will teach you lesson in 2024.
Vadra Congress announces not alone, but will lead an alliance in 2024 elections. Imran Khan announces launch of a jail bharo movement in Pakistan. Amid arrest talks, more than 200 workers face arrest. We're starting this edition with that big political scoop on Republic, where from the political playground of Bihar, RJD MLA Gopal Mandal has now made a sensational claim. He says he's already declared that in a statement that Tejaswi Yadav will be the Chief Minister after Holi in March. He added that this is after Nitish's continuous remarks where he said that he will contest the next Vidhan Sabha election in 2025 under the leadership of Tejaswi. Let's listen in to what Gopal Mandal had to say, and then we'll quickly go across to our senior editor Prakash, who's going to be joining us from Patna. It seems that Nitish has also reacted. Apart from that, Tejaswi Yadav says there is no hurry.
पहली महागठबंधन की बैठक हुई और माले के लोगों ने अग्रिम पंक्ति में खड़ा होकर के तेजस्वी को नेता चुना। और वो लोग विधानसभा हो चाहे गवर्नर के यहाँ जो मामला गया हो, हर जगह पर हमारे साथ मजबूती से खड़ा रहे। मुझे कांग्रेस पर कोई शक नहीं है और माननीय मुख्यमंत्री नीतीश जी पर भी हमको भरोसा है कि जो उन्होंने कहा है कि तेजस्वी के नेतृत्व में ही लड़ा जाएगा, तो 25 तो दूर है, अब इस मार्च में ही हमको उम्मीद है कि तेजस्वी बिहार का नेतृत्व करेंगे,
सीएम बनेंगे
बिहार में। फगुआ के बाद तेजस्वी जी बिहार की कमान संभालेंगे, ऐसा हम लोगों को उम्मीद है। और कहीं से हमको कोई शक नहीं हो रहा है कि नीतीश जी हमको प्रभार नहीं देंगे। और हम चाहेंगे कि तेजस्वी देश का नेतृत्व करें और देश के प्रधानमंत्री बने। और बिहार में तेजस्वी जी के नेतृत्व में बिहार की जन जन की आवाज तेजस्वी यादव है। गांव, मजदूर, नौजवान, किसान, अल्पसंख्यक, हर लोग तेजस्वी को देख रहा है। तो तेजस्वी को अब माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी को कुर्सी सौंप करके और देश का नेतृत्व करना चाहिए। और देश में हम लोग चाहते हैं कि देश के अगले प्रधानमंत्री नीतीश जी।
Well, soon after RJD's Gopal Mandal makes that big remark, Tejaswi Yadav has now responded. He says that there is absolutely no hurry for him to become the Chief Minister of Bihar. He added that the main aim is to defeat the communal forces in 2024. But it does look that the bullet has already been fired. On the one hand, you have Nitish Kumar making his political ambitions very clear. And let's not forget, Tejaswi Yadav is now being projected as the young leader of the Mahagathbandhan who's going to lead the Mahagathbandhan. But does that really show the crack within the Mahagathbandhan? Let's listen to what Tejaswi Yadav had to say, and then we'll quickly get across to Prakash for the latest details.
कहीं कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। हमारा मेन मकसद है 2024 में भाजपा को भगाना, और उस मकसद के साथ हम काम कर रहे हैं।
आप ही के विधायक का आया है
महागठबंधन की सरकार है और नीतीश कुमार जी के नेतृत्व में चल रही है। कहीं किसी को जो है कंफ्यूज होने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। हम लोग विचारधारा जो हमारी है, हम लोग अपने स्वार्थ के चक्कर में सांप्रदायिक शक्तियों को आने नहीं दे सकते। एक बात समझ जाइए।
मांझी जी लगातार हमलावर हैं कि हमारा बेटा भी सीएम होना चाहिए।
सबकी अपनी इच्छा होती है, तो गलत बात है क्या?
ना गलत
तो क्या है ये हमलावर कहाँ है?
ना, वो लगातार बोल रहे हैं।
वो चाहते हैं उनका बेटा सीएम बने, तो कौन अपना बेटा को जो है ऊंचा जाते हुए या बड़े से बड़े पद पे जाते हुए नहीं देखना चाहता?
Well, let's quickly get in our senior editor Prakash, who's breaking that big news from Patna. Prakash, put this into perspective. Are we reading it correctly? Is there a crack within the Mahagathbandhan? The reason being, it's known to everyone that Nitish Kumar has political ambitions, but it's also a fact that he's losing the ground in the state of Bihar. There is a consolidation of the Yadavs, and more importantly, there have been losses that the Mahagathbandhan has seen.
Well, Chavan, I'll just reiterate what Tejasvi Yadav has said, that कौन अपने बेटा को ऊंचे पद पर नहीं देखना चाहता है और कौन अपने बेटा को मुख्यमंत्री नहीं बनाना चाहता है. He has rightly pointed out that. And he says that he's not in hurry, but Lalu Yadav is a man in hurry to make his son the Chief Minister of Bihar. And the deal was sealed much before the Mahagathbandhan alliance was staged in August. And that's what the MLAs of RJD have been saying time and again. This is not only Gopal Mandal. Earlier, Sudhakar Singh had also made a similar statement and set a deadline of 31st December 2022. And the so-cause was issued to him, but no action has been taken, and the JDU is just miffed about it. Now, Gopal Mandal reiterating the fact that after Holi, Nitish will hand over the power to Tejasvi. Now, RJD MLAs clearly understand the fact that if Tejasvi is not appointed the Chief Minister of Bihar before 2024 elections, the kind of political air that is prevailing in the country and the kind of popularity Narendra Modi holds, that's a sizable popularity. So after 2024, it will be difficult for him. And the deal that was sealed between Tejasvi and Nitish was that, or Lalu and Nitish was that Nitish will take over the central leadership and he will be made the face of the opposition. But with Rahul Gandhi, with his Bharat Jhoro Yatra, and the Congress is not taking Nitish seriously, because in the recent the program of the CPI-ML, Nitish clearly hinted that the Congress should come up and decide about the leadership. They should ask all the opposition to sit, but the Congress is not taking Nitish seriously. One, because of his flip-flop attitude, and because Nitish is weakening ground in Bihar. So it will be a matter of time before there is cracks. Already there are cracks in the Mahagathbandhan, and Lalu comes back from Delhi and start calling the shots, and the cracks widen up further within the Mahagathbandhan, and things will be made difficult for Nitish Kumar, because RJD has much more MLAs than the JDU, that is 79 in numbers. Back to you.
Well, thank you very much, Prakash, for putting this into perspective. A story that we'll be tracking very closely, because it seems it's far from over. There's more likelihood of such statements coming in, especially gives a sneak peek into what's really happening within the Mahagathbandhan. Shifting focus now to the other big story that we're getting to you right now. Big breaking news coming in. There's been a massive development in the Delhi Snoopgate case, and it's a Republic Super exclusive. has accessed documents which reveals how the feedback unit functioned. And insiders now revealed the functioning of the feedback unit. According to reports, the Secret Service funds were kept inside a chest. Not just this, sources also suggest that 5 lakh rupees was paid to different sources and agencies. Now, important to point out here is that this comes on a day when there is already prosecution sanction has been granted by the Ministry of Home Affairs, which essentially means that yet another FIR is likely to be registered against Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia. Let's put this breaking news right now. Sources now confirming very soon another FIR likely to be filed against Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia by the Central Bureau of Investigation. A quick response coming in from my colleague Piyush Mishra, who's joining us on this broadcast. Piyush, a quick response with regards to this particular document, the feedback unit, which the BJP alleges was essentially a unit that was snooping on political rivals. That's the allegation that has been leveled. What are these documents essentially indicating?
Well, certainly, Shawan, and we have accessed exclusive documents. In fact, that's a letter which was written by Deputy SP who was there in Bihar Police, and he was made the Deputy Director there at Finance and Administration Department of FBU unit. In fact, in his letter, he has made startling revelations as to how he was, told to disburse the funds whenever he is asked to. He has also added as to how that when he joined the unit on 30th of May 2015, the very next day, RK Sinha, who was advisor to Chief Minister of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal, even he joined that, and he joined there as the joint director. And what happened after that? A Secret Service fund was given to this very unit by the Vigilance Department of Delhi government. They kept that in a particular chest, and that chest was opened only with 2 keys simultaneously used. He is also telling us as to how misuse of the entire feedback unit was done. In fact, he is also pointing out as to how political intelligence was being gathered using the fund, which was exclusively, assigned to that particular unit, FBU unit, by the team led by Delhi government. It is important to highlight that how after forming the government in 2015, this unit was established, and the main purpose was to do collect political intelligence. We'll have to wait and watch how the further investigation into this very case further proceeds.
Right. Well, thank you very much, Piyush, for getting us the latest details as we have accessed sensational documents on the feedback unit, which essentially goes on to indicate that 5 lakh rupees was paid to certain agencies. Whether it was for carrying out snooping activities or not, that is for the Central Bureau of Investigation to essentially find out. In all likelihood, the FIR would be filed very soon. Let's move on to the other big story that we're getting to you on. This is exclusive. Back-to-back breaking news coming on This is Exclusive. Now, this is coming in from the state of Kerala. First on Republic, we're getting you a confirmation that the Enforcement Directorate is carrying out searches at 5 locations in Kerala. This is against the jewellery giant Joyalukkas. The searches have been done on the allegations of large-scale Havala funds transferred to Dubai. In fact, that's 3,000 crore. And the jeweler that is based in the southern Indian in Kerala operates showrooms across roughly 68 cities and is one of the biggest jewellery retailers in the country. Enforcement Directorate has raided Joyalukkas' mansion of about 50,000 square feet in Shobha City. Not just this, his corporate office and manufacturing place has also been searched. Sources have also told Republic TV that more than 300 crores Havala transactions are being probed. Now that's the big news now coming in. In fact, we've also reached out to Joyalukkas for their version on the searches that are being carried out. We'll go across to my colleague Ashwin in a short while from now. But first, let's listen in to that big reaction coming in from Joyalukkas about the searches that are being carried out.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. Mr. Joyalukkas, this is Ashwin from Republic TV. Good evening.
Okay.
Mr. Joyalukkas, we got an information that there has been a survey or a raid.
I am on the way.
Okay.
I am not in our office.
Could you confirm whether there was an Enforcement Directorate raid at your office, at the corporate office?
That I heard.
That's what you heard?
Yeah, right.
Okay, so was it in multiple locations, or were you informed about this?
I don't know. I don't know.
Was the raid in the corporate office, sir?
That I don't know.
Okay, but it has been confirmed there was Enforcement Directorate officials had come to your vicinity, correct?
Actually, I don't know. I'm not in the town. I'm not in the town.
You're not in town. All right. Is there any information that you can confirm us with about? So that is Joyalukkas, the chairman and the managing director of the Joyalukkas group. He didn't answer it, but he has confirmed that there was an Enforcement Directorate raid which took place at his premises, although he was hesitant to give any further information on the same.
Well, in fact, one of the biggest jewellery retailers in India is now being searched by the Enforcement Directorate. My colleague Ashwin joins us from Kerala. Ashwin, I'm told that this is in Thrissur district where the searches are being carried out. Our sources indicating that this is pertaining to alleged Havala transactions of roughly about 300 crores. That's the big breaking news. Now, Kabir, a quick response from you with regards to what's the latest that you're picking up. You've spoken to the owners. They've now confirmed that the searches are underway, but it's their big mansion. We'll try and put out the picture of the mansion which is largely touted as the Dream Palace. The Dream Palace of Joyalukkas now being searched by the Enforcement Directorate.
Yes, Shavan, it has been confirmed by none other than Joyalukkas himself that there has been a raid, and what we are getting from our sources is that the Enforcement Directorate, about 20 vehicles of the Enforcement Directorate had swooped in the early hours, and most of these vehicles were in fact private vehicles, and then they had also come in at the Joyalukkas jewellery shop at Thrissur, which is on the round, which is the main shop over there. Apart from that, in Shobha City, there's a palatial mansion that he has in Thrissur, in Shobha City. Inside Shobha City, he has a 50,000 square feet mansion. Over there also raid has been confirmed. Then another raid has also been confirmed at his corporate office, which is about 10 kilometers away from the district of Thrissur, from the town of Thrissur as well. Apart from that, altogether 5 places this raid has been confirmed. Now, it's also interesting to note that this raid comes close to the heels when the IPO offering, which was done by Joyalukkas, has been withdrawn just 24 hours ago. So there was a 2,300 crore IPO offering that the group had done, and that has been withdrawn, and the reason for it has also not been disclosed by the company as well. In fact, it is not the first time this IPO withdrawal has happened. Back in 2011, as the Joyalukkas group had tried for 650 crore IPO offering as well, and that was also withdrawn. And in a few years ago, there was also an income tax raid in this premises as well. So follow to all this, if you look at the trail of events, what we see is that there is certainly, from what we are picking up from our sources, that a 300 crore Havala transaction in Dubai. We also get to understand that the Joyalukkas group has got 68 showrooms in Kerala, different parts of India, as well as in Dubai as well. So there is this information that is coming in which points out that there has been a Havala transaction from Dubai and Kerala, and this is to the tune of 300 crores, and that is the reason for the raid that the Enforcement Directorate had followed. And we did try to reach out to these areas where we believe that this raid took place, and some of the officials over there, the security especially, had confirmed there were some officials who had walked in and walked out after a raid that took place at the corporate office and at one of the jewellery shops in the heart of the town of Thrissur as well. Shavan, back to you.
Right. Well, thank you very much, Ashwin, for getting us the latest details. So only network breaking that big news coming in from Kerala, where the searches are underway. We'll get you all the latest on the other side. Shifting focus now to the big story coming in from our hostile neighbor, Pakistan, where a jail bharo movement has been started by Imran Khan. This comes at a time when we'll get to that story. And apart from that, the big setback to Uddhav Thackeray as far as the symbol of the party is concerned. Supreme Court makes it abundantly clear that there would be no stay on the Election Commission order. All this and much more on the other side. Partner Congress now comes out in the open, says that they will be leading the alliance in 2024. But what's the reaction really coming in from the opposition parties? We'll get you the latest on the other side.
Chief Minister, you're being accused by the opposition that you are breaking up communal polarization. Chief Minister, you are being... Chief Minister, you are...
இது நடந்துட்டு அப்புறம் இவங்க சின்ன சாமி எடுத்தோடனே செருப்பு எடுத்து கையில காமிச்சிருக்காருக்கா.
I would like to compliment Republic TV, especially from yesterday. You have taken it up in a big way, and thanks to Arnab ji also, who has brought it to the national attention.
What does the Hanuman with his mace and that tail signify on the tail wing of the HLFT 42? What is that?
It signifies strength.
There has been a lot of controversy about the picture of Hanuman which was present there, which has now been removed now, which shows that the storm is coming as well. The HLFT 42, there was a picture of Lord Hanuman there, creating a lot of controversy. It was in theme with the design of the structure, but why the sudden decision by the HAL to remove it?
No, it was in theme. It has nothing, no specific reasons for putting it over there.
What made them get so defensive and change their mind to the point of erasing the Hanuman logo? You can't remove a logo of a god. The Hanuman logo must be brought back.
Chief Minister, you're being accused by the opposition that you are breaking up communal polarization. Chief Minister, you are being... Chief Minister, you are...
இது நடந்துட்டு அப்புறம் இவங்க சின்ன சாமி எடுத்தோடனே செருப்பு எடுத்து கையில காமிச்சிருக்காருக்கா.
I would like to compliment Republic TV, especially from yesterday. You have taken it up in a big way, and thanks to Arnab ji also, who has brought it to the national attention.
What does the Hanuman with his mace and that tail signify on the tail wing of the HLFT 42? What is that?
It signifies strength.
There has been a lot of controversy about the picture of Hanuman which was present there, which has now been removed now, which shows that the storm is coming as well. The HLFT 42, there was a picture of Lord Hanuman there, creating a lot of controversy. It was in theme with the design of the structure, but why the sudden decision by the HAL to remove it?
No, it was in theme. It has nothing, no specific reasons for putting it over there.
What made them get so defensive and change their mind to the point of erasing the Hanuman logo? You can't remove a logo of a god. The Hanuman logo must be brought back.
Well, there's a big story now coming in from Pakistan. Let us take you back to 4th of February when Imran Khan announced a jail bharo movement to press the PMLN-led government to hold elections in 2 provinces and stop it from a political victimization. The social media wing of the PTI shared messages throughout the day motivating supporters to become part of what they called phase-wise court arrest drive. Let me also quickly bring in my colleague joining us from Islamabad outside the parliament. Kaswar is getting us the latest details. Kaswar, the latest we are picking up, the jail bharo movement of Imran Khan has already started. What's the kind of reaction that's coming in? And more importantly, is this only to preempt the bad days ahead for Imran Khan? Because it seems that the government is hell-bent and even the Pakistani army is hell-bent that Imran Khan should now be spending time behind bars and not out on the streets?
Well, Shama, you rightly pointed out, and Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, which is still at the moment is one of the greatest opposition party in Pakistan, they have actually begun jail baro movement to court. This jail baro movement was actually launched from Lahore, where former Prime Minister Imran Khan is residing. So he did not, present himself for the jail baro Tariq, but one of the main leadership, including Shah Mahmood Qureshi, who is the vice chairman of the party, and other leaders, have actually, give up before the Pakistani authorities. And according to my information, they are on the way to Port Lakhpat jail right now. So jail baro Tariq has actually begun. That was announced last week. Now, according to former Prime Minister Imran Khan, the jail baro Tariq has two motives. One, to get rid of the corrupt regime, according to him. And the other motive is he believes that this regime has to be get rid of, because in this regime, his party leaders, the fake, FIRs have been registered against its party leadership. NAB is there. Journalist was actually beaten up. Journalist was arrested. So it is two main factors that former Prime Minister Imran Khan has stated, and he talked to the Pakistani journalists. But I think it is just a blackmailing tactic, and the most important thing is the coalition government will not be moved by this type of jail baro Tariq, Shaman.
Well, thank you very much, Kaswar, for getting us the latest details. Does this essentially mean the road ending for Imran Khan? A story that we'll be getting you more details in the days to come as the situation only worsens in Pakistan. That's all that we could pack in this edition of This Is Exclusive. News and updates continue on the other side with my colleague Suesha.
Amity faculty have filed over 1,700 patents. Yet another reason why Amity has been conferred with the National Intellectual Property Award by Government of India for being the top Indian academic institution for patents and commercialization.
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है, पर नामुमकिन नहीं। अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ सेंचुरी प्लाइड क्लब प्राइम आग से बचाए।
இது நடந்துட்டு அப்புறம் இவங்க சின்ன சாமி எடுத்து உடனே செருப்பு எடுத்து கையில காமிச்சிருக்காருக்கா.
I would like to compliment Republic TV, especially from yesterday. You have taken it up in a big way, and thanks to Arnab ji also, who has brought it to the national attention.
What does the Hanuman with his mace and that tail signify on the tail wing of the HLFT 42? What is that?
It signifies strength.
There has been a lot of controversy about the picture of Hanuman which was present there, which has now been removed now, which shows that the storm is coming as well. The HLFT 42, there was a picture of Lord Hanuman there, creating a lot of controversy. It was in theme with the design of the structure, but why the sudden decision by the HAL to remove it?
No, it was in theme. It has nothing, no specific reasons for putting it over there.
What made them get so defensive and change their mind to the point of erasing the Hanuman logo? You can't remove a logo of a god. The Hanuman logo must be brought back.
Chief Minister, you're being accused by the opposition that you are breaking up communal polarization. Chief Minister, you are being... Chief Minister, you are...
இது நடந்துட்டு அப்புறம் இவங்க சின்ன சாமி எடுத்து உடனே செருப்பு எடுத்து கையில காமிச்சிருக்காருக்கா.
I would like to compliment Republic TV, especially from yesterday. You have taken it up in a big way, and thanks to Arnabji also, who has brought it to the national attention.
Big blow to Uddhav Thackeray. Apex Court refuses any immediate relief to Uddhav. Supreme Court refuses to put any stay on Election Commission's order on Shiv Sena. 2 weeks' time given to respond, but party name and symbol to stay with Eknath Shinde.
He has several times said, I am the only man who can face the country. You are elected by people and people will teach you lesson in 2024.
Padra Congress announces not alone but will lead an alliance in 2024 elections.
History of the TMC, you know the violence that takes place in Bengal, you know the scams, the Sharda scams that have taken place.
Rahul Gandhi hits out at one possible ally, TMC, during his campaign. Amid rising tension between Russia and Ukraine, Chinese diplomat meets Putin in Moscow. Good evening. This is live and breaking at 6:30. I'm Suesha Sawant, and the top story we begin this edition with. The Supreme Court has refused to put a stay on the Election Commission order, refusing any immediate relief to Uddhav Thackeray. The top court has issued a notice and given 2 weeks' time to Shinde and the Election Commission to respond to the matter. Meanwhile, the party name and the symbol will very much stay with Eknath Shinde. This certainly has come as a big blow to Uddhav Thackeray, where, remember, the symbol in no way belongs to him. It continues to stay with Eknath Shinde. In the meanwhile, 2 weeks given for a reply to be filed, and also we are getting this reaction from Eknath Shinde himself. Let's listen in.
सुप्रीम कोर्टाकडे निवडणूक आयोगाच्या निकालावर विरोधी पक्षांनी स्थगिती मागितली होती. ती स्थगिती नाकारलेली आहे. शिवसेना आणि धनुष्यबाण निवडणूक आयोगाने घेतलेला निर्णय कायम ठेवलेला आहे. त्यामुळे आणखी जी काय पुढे सुनावणी होईल त्याच्यावर पुढे निर्णय होईल. परंतु आत्ताच्या परिस्थितीमध्ये जे निवडणूक आयोगाने दिलेला निर्णय शिवसेना पक्ष कुणाचा आणि धनुष्यबाण या बाबतीमध्ये त्यांची याचिका फेटाळलेली आहे.
लागू करता येणार नाही असं
सुप्रीम कोर्टाकडे निवडणूक आयोगाच्या निकालावर विरोधी पक्षांनी स्थगिती मागितली होती. ती स्थगिती नाकारलेली आहे. शिवसेना आणि धनुष्यबाण निवडणूक आयोगाने घेतलेला निर्णय कायम ठेवलेला आहे. त्यामुळे आणखी जी काय पुढे सुनावणी होईल त्याच्यावर पुढे निर्णय होईल. परंतु आत्ताच्या परिस्थितीमध्ये जे निवडणूक आयोगाने दिलेला निर्णय शिवसेना पक्ष कुणाचा आणि धनुष्यबाण या बाबतीमध्ये त्यांची याचिका फेटाळलेली आहे.
लागू करता येणार नाही असं
Parani, noted lawyers, with us on the phone line now. Very good afternoon to you, sir. How do you look at these proceedings? And 2 weeks' time that has been given by the top court to file a reply and a rejoinder. But for now, the Supreme Court refusing to stay the EC order on the symbol.
Yeah, that was, I think that without the matter being fully heard, to get an interim stay with such a detailed, well-reasoned order was a tall order anyway for the other side. And the Supreme Court has refused to interfere with any of the findings of the Election Commission, and rightly so, in my submission.
Sir, with the kind of replies that were put out by the Uddhav side and the submissions made by the Shinde side as well, how do you view these arguments in the light of the allegations that were made by the Uddhav camp, especially asking for the EC to be dissolved? And this is certainly a very unreasonable demand.
It is an extremely unreasonable demand. But, now they're going to try and make every kind of request to the court. They are in a very dire strait, and they have only themselves to blame for being in these dire straits.
Also, Mr. Jethmalani, one worry of the Uddhav camp is the funds that they don't want to lose at this point, given how a lot is lost at their end to the Shinde camp. What, according to you, are the larger implications of the absence of a stay order on the EC decision?
Well, the consequence of the order is that Mr. Eknath Shinde's group is the real Shiv Sena. It has the symbol, and it can go ahead, if in law it is permitted, to take over properties that belong to the original Shiv Sena.
All right. And once again, to understand from you, 2 weeks' time that has been given, considering how the Eknath Shinde camp has been moving very fast in terms of taking over the offices and the shakhas belonging to Shiv Sena. In this time, what can the Uddhav camp do, and how do you exactly see them coming back after 2 weeks to take the case in their stride?
I can't decipher the future course of action of the Uddhav Thackeray party. I can't.
Right.
So I can't make any predictions about it, right? But all I can tell you is, the law is in this issue is very, very clearly against them. So, they can try. Of course.
मगर इलेक्शन कमीशन ने ऐसा कभी डिसीजन लिया है हमने देखा नहीं कि एक राजनीतिक दल उस राजनीतिक दल के नेतृत्व के हाथ से निकाल कर और किसी के हाथ में नहीं रहना है। हम सब लोग जानते हैं शिवसेना का जन्म महाराष्ट्र में हुआ। इस जन्म के जन्मदाते बाला साहब ठाकरे थे। बाला साहब ठाकरे ने अपने आखिरी दिनों में अपने सभी साथियों को ये कहा कि मेरे बाद शिवसेना की जिम्मेदारी उद्धव ठाकरे को दीजिए, दे देंगे। मगर अभी कुछ लोगों ने शिकायत की, इलेक्शन कमीशन में शिकायत की, तो इलेक्शन कमीशन ने अपना निर्णय ले लिया कि ये शिवसेना और इसका सिंबल।
बहुत अच्छी तरह से देखते हैं कोर्ट जिस तरह से सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने इस चीज़ को एसएलपी को लेके कहा है कि अब जब तक हम एसएलपी सुनते हैं तब तक ये परिस्थिति जो भी स्थिति है उसको इसी तरह से रहने दीजिए, और 2 वीक का टाइम उनको दिया है सामने वालों को, और रिमाइंडर के लिए 1 वीक का हमको दिया है। अब समझते हैं कि एक महीने भर का ये रहेगा, उसके बाद सुप्रीम कोर्ट ज़रूर सुनेगी, और जो लोकतंत्र और प्रजातंत्र पे जो भी एक सवालिया निशान खड़ा हुआ है उसको देखते हुए एक अच्छा फैसला ज़रूर करेगी।
सर, लेकिन जिस तरीके से बैंक अकाउंट को लेकर और उस
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ये कहा है कि इलेक्शन कमीशन ने जो भी ऑर्डर दिया है उस ऑर्डर में कहीं पे भी प्रॉपर्टी हो, बैंक अकाउंट्स हो या कोई भी ऐसी चीज नहीं है बिसाइड्स सिंबल ऑफ द विच इज द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ द सुप्रीम कोर्ट। तो सिंबल के बारे में उन्होंने दिया हुआ ये फैसला है और उसको लेके कोई तनाव नहीं रहेगा, ये सामने वालों ने भी कहा है। हम भी सुप्रीम कोर्ट जिस तरह से चाहती है उसका जरूर आदर करेंगे, उसी तरह से ये रहेगा।
काल आमची राष्ट्रीय कार्यकारिणीची बैठक झाली. कामकाज करण्याच्या दृष्टीनं, पक्षवाढीच्या दृष्टीनं, पक्षाचा विस्तार राज्याच्या बाहेर करण्याच्या दृष्टीनं अशा वेगवेगळ्या मुद्द्यांवरती काल शिवसेनेच्या राष्ट्रीय कार्यकारिणीच्या बैठकीमध्ये जवळपास 2 तास चर्चा झालेली आहे. आणि अतिशय म्हणजे पूर्वी वंदनीय बाळासाहेब ठाकरे साहेब असताना शिवसेना प्रमुख.
And well, even as Mallikarjun Kharge announces to fight with an alliance in 2024, the Vadra Congress strategy seems confused yet again. Rahul Gandhi, who while campaigning has hit out at the TMC, calling them a B team of the BJP. And this, remember, could be one of the potential allies for the Vadra Congress if they really plan to form an alliance. BJP, meanwhile, rubbishing this claim made by the Congress, saying that there have been several failed attempts in the past. And certainly Rahul Gandhi's leadership is not what the country is looking for, is what the BJP says. Let's listen in to Rahul Gandhi's reaction, followed by Mallikarjun Kharge's statement, and also how the BJP has reacted.
You also know the history of the TMC. You know the violence